Wonderful people, we are back. Yes, the Toast Ladies are back here, and listen, I'm excited. I know you miss us. I know you're looking forward to the conversations. I know you've been following up on all the updates on how we're coming back on social media, and I know that you're ready for the conversation today. My name is Mimi K, and of course, I am not doing this alone. I'm doing this with the beautiful Toast Ladies, and of course, they're super intelligent, so the conversation is going to get, super exciting today. We want to say a big thank you to Casa Trosapo for coming back with us, because today they're holding us down, and my ladies are ready with the conversation. Ladies, are you ready to come back?
We are.
Are you guys
absolutely ready?
Born ready. We're going to introduce ourselves and quickly jump into the conversation. Please take us away.
Vanessa Danso.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I am Mami Inimwa Berko.
The first.
Thank you. And today joining us on the show, girls. Are you ready for the fire? Well, she's going to introduce herself.
I'm Sally Foreman.
You're welcome, honey.
Nice to have you.
It's really good to have you here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Because the conversation, dear, you have a lot to say.
You don't have to.
You don't have a lot to say.
Anyway, so if you are ready, we were born ready. Ladies, have you heard the phrase, small girl with big God?
I have.
You have. I like the energy. Like, I have.
Oh, I have. I'm looking at Sally because she's like,
And what's your take on that?
small girl with big God.
Yeah.
I think when you take it from the typical or the average Ghanaian dictionary, it usually means a small girl who has a big God, a big backing from somewhere. Ideally not God, but they like to class it as, the person, oh, you're because honorable. Do you get it? But I mean, we'll get into that conversation.
But I have, and in my understanding, it's simply starting small, ending big, sort of, or progressing in a very big manner. With
Swiftly and slowly.
Oh, either ways, but progressing in a very huge manner with sponsorship from God.
Sponsorship from God, isn't it? Saliman.
I've heard it before, but how I understand this is a small girl who has a sugar daddy sponsor. That's how I understand.
That's how you understand it. Okay, but if someone told you that that's not what he meant, would you take the explanation?
We all have our own
opinions,
and I respect that, but I understand it the way that I want to understand it.
Do you think it's misleading when you see young women who have become very successful, talk about how God is the reason they're successful and all of that? I think when we start from the top, how this entire conversation started, we have had people, social media influencers or celebrities come on social media and talk about how, they started with 200 Ghana cedis and God was the backing and blah, 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 blah. Right. Do you think it's misleading?
Okay, so to a certain extent, I think it is, and to a large mass, I think it's not. Okay. See, let's be realistic. Okay, big God. When you break it down, God means somebody that's helping you out, someone that's and truth of the matter is not necessarily it being sugar daddy. We've all had some sort of God somewhere, be it your husband, it could be your uncle, it could be anybody. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
Sally's looking at me like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. But honestly, that's why we go to church, Abby, to pray for God to help us with destiny helpers.
Yeah.
God isn't going to, if you're selling shoes, you may end snatch and to two shoes will form a mouse cotton.
Right.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, yes, it's misleading because I feel like sometimes they need to be truthful to the younger generation to let them know.
About what they're really doing.
About what they're really doing. That maybe I had help from XYZ. But then again, not everybody wants to put their business out there to let you know that this is where I'm getting it from. Maybe if you're getting, some sort of help from someone, try and, limit the motivational quotes. It's true.
Yeah, right.
You don't have to be, we don't all have to be motivational speakers.
Right.
Just go about your business, do your business and keep it moving.
Right.
But I think where it falls under it being misleading is when you deliberately come and sit in front of a camera to advise the younger generation or tell the world that you started a business with 200 CDs when you know that, yes, surely you started, but along the line somewhere, the God appeared. And when the God appeared,
all things turn around for your good.
Amen.
Well, like Mommy, I'd also like to say that it does mislead, and to some extent it does not. Now this is where it gets misleading. If you want to pretend to be clean about what you've been doing, then I mean there are people that are doing very shady things, but still would like to attribute it to God. Now, Mr. Onim Hoshe,
right?
You know, but there are people that can start a business really small, get some sort of sponsorship somewhere.
Yes.
Either through, clean or unclean means. That is entirely up to you. But don't just tell us that it's up to God. And we are wondering, why is God not answering our prayers? Because we all pray the same way anyway, or even more.
You pray about your business and everything.
Exactly. So that is when it gets problematic.
Right.
But then again, it is not misleading, because you see, I've paid attention to business coaches who would tell you that it's possible to even start a business without a capital. So you don't even have to start with the 200 or 300 Ghana cedis. You can literally start from zero and still blow. You just need the right connections, the right strategies, and you're good to go. Then that is when the God comes in. Your God is like really big indeed.
Right. I'm itching to hear Sally's opinion on this one.
It's misleading on all angles.
Okay. Why did you say so?
God is a systematic God. I'm a firm believer of the Bible. And I believe in God helping those who are making the effort to make it in life. When you see these girls acting like small girls with big God, you ask yourself, how old are they? Right? Let's go technical. Or go to school, class 6, like you're about 12 years. When
11, 12, yeah.
12. When you go to SS, it's like 13 to like 18, right? You finish university around, let's give and take, 22.
Yeah.
23. You do your service, right? 23. So it's 24 that technically
you
probably start working or earning something,
right?
Yeah.
If you are not from a home, that is already guaranteed.
Like Kylie Jenner.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like if you have a home, that I'm not talking about those who have those kind of silver spoons in their mouth. I'm talking about us.
Okay.
Or for me. You know, so from 24, that's when you start to work. And you can really save when you start to work. Like 4 or 5 years. So you will be around 29, 30. But here's the case that you see 18-year-old, 20-year-old, 25-year-old, you know, having all these cars, you know, houses and all that, and they don't come from that typical like a mountain top hill kind of, you know, families, right? So it becomes like, what are they doing? Because technically we are all working, and people tend to also say that you need to work smart. Yes, people are working smart, so that's their way of not working hard, but working smart. So I think it's misleading on all angles, because the right picture is not being painted.
But I had the opportunity to watch an interview, and I'm bringing Kylie Jenner because you mentioned her. I watched her interview, and I think that all around she was upset throughout the interview, because the presenter was literally like insinuating, say she didn't have any grounds to blow and become the biggest and the youngest and richest model or whatever makeup brand, or because she's not like that big of a deal. It's because of her family and where she came from. And she continuously said that, listen, I went to auditions, I put business plans together, I made an effort, I put in work, and then connections of course did help me, but I couldn't have gotten here without my input and my hard work. So again, it is my hard work. And I also watched some interviews of some of our TikTokers from both Ghana and Nigeria and elsewhere, and they talked about how TikTok is indeed smart work. So you can be an influencer, and if you're because this funny girl Ikea charges over 5,000 for a post, and so if she gets like 3 posts in a week, that is 15,000. So she's actually getting that kind of money in a month. She's earning more, so she can afford the homes that she's in. She can afford the cars. So if she says that she really does have a big God, then indeed she has a big God.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Listen, there are certain situations that are fortunate ones. You know, the TikTokers and all of that are the new inventions. But let's look at people that are not on TikTok. Those we see genuine kind of businesses going on. How about people that are not on TikTok? I'm talking about the celebrities, the slave queens, the actors and actresses that have not even filmed up to 20 movies, yet they are doing everything that all these TikTokers that we see the work that.
But what if they had businesses there that we just didn't know about? That work has always been functioning.
All right, can I say something to you? See, I do not have a problem with anybody having a business, right? But at every time in your life, there's a breakthrough. What's a breakthrough process? That's where I think is the misleading part. I do not fault anybody that is being sponsored by somebody, because we all need help.
Of course.
But be blunt enough to let everybody know that, oh, I was struggling, I was doing this, somebody helped me to get to this situation. Not that, oh, I'm a hard-working girl.
Okay, I see where you're from. Yeah,
it pisses me off because we all work hard.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And there's something that Omotola, when Omotola came to Ghana for the Women of Valor, she said something about the fact that why are women trying to compete with the men? Men are supposed to be the providers. So if you have a sugar daddy, if you have a father, if you have an uncle, and the person is providing for you, let it be known. Do you get what I'm saying? So that it will not mislead the third person sitting there that, oh, it just came. No, it didn't just come. You did something. What did you do? Let the people know. You said something about people not wanting people to get into their business. Yet they flaunt it for us to see. If really you don't want people to get into your business, then don't show anything. But the moment you show it, let us know the real way that you use exactly in getting it. I'm not saying, I'm not here to judge anybody, because the person that judges is God. Whatever that you do to make your money, it's your own prerogative. But do not come and throw dust into our eyes, making us look like we are stupid, we are useless, like we have not achieved anything.
And lazy.
Technically, it should be systematic. You know, he said something about Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner did not just get up to get to the billionaire status.
Yeah.
We all saw what their families, went through, the insults, socialites, prostitutes, sex tape, family. They've been through all that. But they capitalized on whatever negativity it was and built whatever that they had.
Right.
She cannot say the family didn't help. When I hear people say that, it blows my mind. Look at somebody like the Spite's son, right? If he's been able to achieve, can you boldly say that the father didn't contribute or did not pay way for
certain connections to work?
So we should put things in the right perspective. I don't think we are in an era that a lot of people do not judge. So I want people to be truthful. If you are sleeping with a married man, be truthful and tell us you're doing.
I also want to understand how it's only in this part of this world that when you see a young person making it, the first thing that comes into your mind is she's sleeping with somebody.
Yeah, I have a problem with that thing too, because for instance, during the year of return, there were so many beautiful, and this is a story that I've always wanted to share. Thank God for this opportunity. There was just so many beautiful girls from the UK, so many of them. Some of them we had guests that they had to attend to, and these girls were walking with their bags. They come to do makeup and hair, yet you see them at a polo club chilling, and you be thinking that Obi girla. But these girls came to Ghana, took advantage of the year of return to work, to earn a lot of money, because their makeup wasn't 50 Ghana cedis or 100 Ghana cedis. They were charging $100 for makeup for the celebrities that were brought in. And because obviously they are coming from the UK, some of the organizers trusted them more to give them the gigs instead of the ones living in Ghana. So they would come and do all these jobs and get the money, and then go back home and maybe be flaunting maybe in the UK. Nobody will say that she's probably sleeping with a big man.
You see, the work that you're talking about, is it visible for everybody to see? It's visible.
Right.
All that I'm saying is that whatever that you do to make your money, right, don't throw dust into our eyes.
Right.
Because we know the genuine ones that are working hard for their money. If I see you win, I see you anywhere in the world now. I saw you here. Do the hard work. And if it paved the way for you, for BBC, anybody to just quote you and get and get money, I saw you start.
Right.
You right. So I want people to, like, at what point did the help come through? At what point? See, everybody says, oh, and then things turn around. What turned around?
What happened? Exactly. That's your problem.
And I think there's a lot of societal pressure on the younger ones as well, especially with this label of small girls, small God. Everybody feels like they need to be able to account socially that this is, even if it's not the legit way. I don't think I'm trying to say. There has to be an explanation to say, because then if there's no pressure, why then do I also need to come and sit down and tell the world or tell social media that God helped me and I started and I did this and that and did that. Everyone's different. Me personally, anyone that knows me knows, excuse me to say, if I make my money, if you see me driving a Range Rover, I don't need to come explain to you how I got the Range Rover. Because I don't owe you that explanation. Do you get it? But for a lot of the young ones, there is that pressure where they don't want to fall into that category where they are labeled as she's sleeping with somebody. How does she make that money? So with that being said, I want to ask you, Sally, when you see young girls out there, because I'm saying this referring back to a statement that you made, when you see a young girl out there that's also made it but isn't willing to let anybody know, I have it, I want to flaunt it, so be it, but isn't ready to let the world know or doesn't care about
what your opinions are about what
listen, if you don't get yourself in any trouble, nobody cares. At the moment there's trouble,
and so do you
get what I'm saying? Because we have another one hanging around our neck. I'll bring it up. That's Hajia for risk.
Okay, I told you the bomb is going to be dropped on the show.
I love her. I love everything about her. What I love about her is the fact that she wasn't like in your face trying to pretend.
She wasn't?
No, pretend as if she's holy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? There's another lady that is in this industry. I will mention her name when I'm triggered. Now I'm not triggered, so I'll not mention her name.
Be triggered.
In the name of Jesus.
Triggered in Jesus' name.
She's an actress.
Okay.
She keeps saying hard work. I'm a hard worker. I'm this. It's not a man that is doing all that for me. And we saw you, man. You're an actress. You've not even acted in about 50 movies. And it's this industry that you're not in Nigerian movie. You're here. We know the rudiments, the payments of everything that is going on here. I mean, we are in this industry. We know how our payment plan and everything is. And all of a sudden, you get up and say that you're a fashion, you're clothing, you're a designer. You own a restaurant. You own this. From what money? Exactly.
I think it becomes a bit of a problem when you try to live like a very luxurious life, and it's a bit inexplicable. Nobody understands what's going on, and you still want to attribute this thing to God. It's okay to have businesses and you don't want to keep them private. I don't think that maybe you probably have, apart from ambassadorial deals, you probably have other things you're doing on the side that nobody knows. But you see, when we see your little wins, it makes more sense. It's something that is traceable. But then when it starts getting like extremely luxurious, nobody can explain it. And you come out and say, oh, it's the grace of God. And you started with 300 CDs, and today, see, God has just multiplied the thing for you. I mean, don't lie to us.
You mean what?
Okay. Don't lie to us.
Hold your thought on that one, because I know that you're itching to say something, but I want to give my viewers a big God. This God is big, all right? Are you looking for a furniture that will elevate your living space? Do you want to add a touch of luxury to your home? At Casa Trasaco, we provide you with quality furniture that is both stylish and functional. From living room sets to bedroom furniture, we have everything you need to make your home a haven. You know, with this God, you are assured a perfect looking home, a very luxurious looking home. So please come to Casa Trasaco. You see, I gave you a big God, mommy.
So, I know Sally is probably going to jump at me with this.
Please let her jump at you.
I don't understand why it's like we're praying for financial breakthrough. We're praying for something to happen. It happens. It being luxurious is a problem. Number one, that's what you said.
It is not exactly a
when
problem.
it's luxurious and it's in your face.
And it cannot be explained.
Like, you can pinpoint what the person is really doing. Like you're a presenter and I'm a presenter, and you're driving a Range Rover and we're doing the same thing. Someone would ask, do you understand? And I think that's what they're trying to say.
And this whole thing with this God factor, small God with big God, it doesn't have to necessarily fall down
to the Christian God.
to not even to the Christian God, to you sleeping with somebody.
Okay.
It could be a business partner, someone that wants to invest in your business.
Yeah. Right.
It could be a helper. It could be your uncle. It could be your dad. It could be your mom. It could be anybody, right? It doesn't always have to be. It doesn't have to be linked to the fact that you're sleeping with somebody.
So then it is not
Right. And then if so, because listen, that's I keep referring it back to prayers. You're praying for God to help you. I understand that you said God is a systematic God and everything, but God won't also drop money down from heaven directly to you. He will bless you through people. And ideally, how you choose to see, truth of the matter is, as women, men, well, a lot of men would always see you as a sex symbol.
Yeah.
If they want to help you, right? How you respond to their me, I'm not going to sit here and lie. There's been many instances where maybe I'm supposed to present something to somebody. Through that journey, the person probably saw me and probably thought, oh, girl, you're a nice girl, or you're young, which is very typical of a lot of men. But how I respond to it and how I dodge it, in the end, you become my bro, you become my, you use your mind. And also can't think smart and work smart, no, Abi. So at the end of the day, God can choose to bless you through your destiny helpers. How you respond to it or how you carry yourself is what ends up being what it is.
Okay, so I think that for me, okay, my one of my problems will be that we have all these young people on social media, and I see you can say whatever you want to say, and with my career or my social media page, but that is the reality now. I had someone brought up this statistics yesterday on social media that parents have 20% margin in raising their children. 40, social media has 40, and then the rest there. Do you understand? So social media is having an impact on our young people. And you see someone like, for instance, I go on television and I'm talking about how God helped me do this, God helped me do that, but in actual sense, maybe God didn't directly, I probably did other things to get what I have. These girls will say that, then at some point they realize that, oh, it is a harder route. They are being misled. They are being misinformed. Do you necessarily have to come and attribute your success to God if you know
that is a problem,
that God is not in it?
Okay, so in that context, no. In that context where you are actually in that context where you are actually doing hookup. This is your job. Like I want to sleep with men, collect their money to start a business. That's different. Do you get it? But in the context where somebody is helping you, I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
What you are saying makes a lot of sense.
Right.
It is not always that women are sleeping with
men.
Men for that.
Yeah.
However, that help, what is it? What help are you rendering to this person? Or what kind of help, or what are you doing for that help to be rendered to you? This is my point exactly. I said, do not come in our faces making us look like we are lazy, we are stupid, we are useless, but you know damn well that this help that you're getting is not legit. That's all that I'm saying. I'm not saying that people should not get the help that we need, but don't come to our face, because I believe in systematic. You don't just jump there, especially when you don't come from a home that you have like silver spoon in your mouth. You need to work through the ranks. Before Nanadu became president, even with his background, he had to work. He had to work his way. So hard work is there for all of us to see.
But through that hard work, don't you believe that there was a moment where he attained favor for him to move to another level?
That's what I'm saying. That
the process. So you know how they say, when preparation meets opportunity, it becomes a miracle. So there was a process, and then there was an opportunity.
But through that process, you don't think that he started off with some people in the same league? Right now, he's a president. He probably went through a process where he got to a certain stage. God probably granted him some level of favor, or maybe per his background, because he has a political thing. So or be on a starting law school, that they were probably sitting in the same way. The level that he can shoot up from level class 1 to JSS 3 based on his connection, based on his the family background, based on whatever. But he was probably in the same class as someone else that probably didn't have the same family lineage or whatnot. The person is probably still in class 5, but Akufo-Addo is probably in SS3.
Can I say, that's why I said that it depends on where you are coming from.
Right.
It depends on the family that you belong to. All these people that you said, they started somewhere, they are there. That is the real situation. The people that you see at the level that they have to get to, that is the real situation. He had something that catapulted, right? That's the word, right?
Yeah.
Him or her to that level.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying that it is when people are born with silver spoon in their mouth,
right,
they are able to rise quicker. I'm not questioning that.
And
I'm not questioning that. However, people like us that work, there can be a turnaround, right? That somebody will help you. But don't make it look as if I work hard. If there was a help, let the younger generation know I was helped. And if you are hooking around and you feel ashamed to say it, don't come and flaunt whatever that you have, right? Like
don't make it look like it's some. You see, my biggest problem.
Don't show it to us, and act like, oh, I'm working hard. Oh my God, I'm working my back.
But do we not also feel as though this misconception has a negative impact on the folks out there that are genuinely working hard, breaking their back? And there's a lady on social media, I don't know her personally.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it Abado?
Yes.
This lady is a nurse.
Yes.
Straight from the hospital, she goes straight to her restaurant and she's there 24 hours.
You see the work.
And there's other people as well that are working low-key behind. They're probably not on social media.
But
and all those stuff.
You see, when it does not come on social media, we don't have a problem with it. But when it comes to social media, and it is not hard work, but it's through other. That's my only issue. That if it's not through hard work, and you don't flaunt it, or to let us look like we are useless, or we are not hardworking enough, or we are not smart enough, or we are not like sharp, we are not hurry up. Do you get what I'm saying? That's where my issue is. But whatever that you get, if
from whatever it's your business.
You're doing, it is your business. But don't come and let some of us that do not even have the means or are not willing to go through that mill look like we are nothing. Otherwise, when your scandal comes, people will just be pulling your leg, left, right, center.
Right.
The same thing that
You see, the other problem is that
you'd hold that thought for me because we would like to take a quick break. But I have a huge problem with the commentaries that go on social media, because I'm a little into the don't do it because of how those commentaries or those comments affect other people. Like she rightly said, like make you look like
you're
it's not the same work we're doing, it's not the same thing we're doing, or it's not the same God that we're serving. Anyway, on that note, we're going for a quick break. When we come back, the conversation continues right here. Excited about the conversation. Welcome back to Toast right here on GHOne Television. The ladies have been absolutely amazing, and the conversation has been very heated, and I like the opinions. You can also share yours with us, but the ladies are about to drop the fire, because I've been told that the fire that is coming is wild. Thank you so much, Sukasa Trosako, for hosting us today. Vanessa, you had something to say.
You see, I just want us to remember that social media is such a powerful tool. It is not as powerful as the traditional media, so to speak, and people there follow blindly. People barely use their intellect. It's a matter of what you see is what you get. They just believe everything and consume it. They are very passive consumers of content they see. So if I'm a TV presenter or I'm an actress, I've probably acted in 2 or 3 movies, and suddenly there is grace, there is luxury, I have blown. It's a bit questionable, because then the young girl following me on social media is thinking that, okay, acting pays, so let me go try acting. But when she gets in there and she realizes it's actually a dark world,
then she has to do
then she has been misled.
Now let's talk about the things that take people to social media, the career parts that take people to social media: presenting, journalism, acting, music, all those things. Saliman, you've been in this industry for 20 years. Does it pay?
It doesn't. To be very honest, from our musicians, when you compare, I'm comparing. I'm always going to compare Ghana to the Nigerians. You know, from musicians to actors to actresses to all of that. If you see their body of work that they have, talking about the musicians, the catalog that they have, and you compare to even, you know, the Nigerians, their catalog, you know that, you know, we might even have more songs or catalogs more than them. But look at them. Look at them. Whiskey started around with R2Bs, right?
Yeah.
Where is Whiskey now? Where is R2Bs? Two-Face in Libya started with VIP. Abu VIP. Where's Two-Face in Libya? And where's VIP now?
Doesn't exist.
Do you understand what I'm saying? No, now they are businessmen, they are my Gs. They are doing very well.
But the group doesn't exist,
No,
right?
the group doesn't exist.
Yeah.
They are doing well individually as businessmen and all of that. But when you look at the pedigree of these two acts, I'm talking about Two-Face, and you see that because they found themselves here in Ghana, because in Nigeria, you know, there's no bigger artist than VIP in Nigeria as far as Ghana music is concerned. You know, so when you check the balances, you check the video and check, you know, Sarkodie. You understand? The difference is like it's clear. When we come to our actors and actresses, it's by hard work and by the fact that these people were accepted by the Nigerians. That's why they are successful the way that they are. Nadia Boali, Jackie Appiah, Yvonne Nelson, Martha Okuma, Majid Michel, you know, John Dumelo, Prince David Osei. You know, they had their breakthrough there, and then they pay good money. That's why, you know, you see them like thriving the way that, you know, they are thriving. But the Nigerians do not really accept our music like that. That's why you see the differences between their you know, arts in terms of, you know, music. So our industry does not pay because of lack of system of structures. Government, you know, does not care about us. They use us and dump us like loose rags after election, and the people in it are not learning from it.
Yeah.
This coming, you know, the
Election.
2024, you see them going to back them again. But at the end of the day, when they use and dump them, they move on, enrich themselves, their family and all that. They do not care. So this industry does not pay. They can lie to themselves or by reading inside.
Okay.
It doesn't pay. And there's a notion that, you know, these, you know, TV stations, you know, networks and all of that, that, you know what, oh, we are giving you the platform, not paying them well, so that you use what they have to get what they want. That's why there are a lot of prostitution around. People on air present, oh, they are sleeping around. Actors, actresses, musicians.
You didn't add producers to it.
The producers.
Oh wow. We should share the blasting.
We might as well.
Because everybody that you go and meet will tell you, oh, but I'm giving you the platform. What in God's name are you going to do with the platform?
The platform
Right?
will show.
Do you understand? It's not the platform that you're going to chop. And many hate women on the screens. I know you guys are suffering.
Yeah.
Many hate that. When they see you, they
Sally, I'm done. I've closed the show. He said, I know you guys are suffering.
How long would you be able to withhold yourself and avoid this temptation?
If you really have genuine needs.
Exactly.
Okay, you had something to say because I saw the way your mouth was moving. Please, what you have to say?
Thank you.
Whether the industry
To what
pays.
Sally was saying, I don't know why today is like I'm disagreeing. A
Yeah.
lot, but contrary to what Sally said,
Right.
that the job doesn't pay. I think everything I wanted to say in line to this particular submission, she's basically gone on the opposite
other side.
So
Number one, does the job pay? The job makes you comfortable. Is it able to fend for the lifestyle that people are putting out there? No. However, we live in a digital world where, like, there's this group of ladies. They're not even in the media thing. They call themselves the gang. But they advertise, they do a lot of instant ad, and I think an instant ad costs like what, 3,000 Ghana cedis. These people are making sure that they make use of the numbers they have to make money. If you do the calculations of how many brands literally go on board with their daily advertisements and those things, me sitting here, I'm able to make more money through little influencing gigs on the side, and ambassadorial gigs here and there, and those things actually, then again, like I said, it's according to your own comfortability as well. Those money makes me comfortable. Maybe I'm just not, I'm not craving more, I'm not in for the luxury, but I'm comfortable. So if you ask me, does the job pay? I think it
pays from that side, not that it pays like your job is paying.
It gives me the platform, it gives me the visibility for other brands to notice that, oh, this lady actually exists. She has the numbers. Can we have her on board as an influencer? They sign you for a month, they sign you for a year, they sign you on for, and these are money that are coming in every day. If I wasn't working as a TV presenter, would they have booked me? No, they won't be checking for me like that. But they see I'm on screen and they're matching it up with the numbers that I have. So therefore, if it wasn't because of the job I had, there is no way I would gain the visibility that I have now to be able to make the money that I'm making on the side. So it connects back. Does the job pay? Yes, it does.
I absolutely agree.
Yes, it does. Sally, yes, it does. Oh
no, scrap that.
Look, I agree with Mommy.
No, listen,
it does.
See, all this influencing that you people are here sitting here talking about, when did they come? Please.
Oh, but then again, I've been in the industry for how long? I was in the industry when they...
Hold on.
Okay,
when did when did all this TikToking, all this influencing, when did it start?
It's been there for a couple of years,
No,
actually.
but we were not used to that. Our system, we were not used to that. When the Kim Kardashians and all those people were using Instagram, Twitter and all of that to do things, where were we? We started even appreciating what, the internet and all of that about. It has not been more than 5 years.
Oh, it has.
No, please.
It has.
Please. It's people being introduced to streaming platform and all those things. How did we even get to know? Let's be real. It didn't used to be like that. Yes, now 2 years, 3 years, you can do certain things. But what about before?
So
that we didn't have. We didn't have.
I beg to differ. Even if you say before Kwarampo now, I beg to differ, because even now, the industry is even more diluted.
Yes.
Back then, a company like Max International, even Trasa thing, they can sign an ambassadorial gig to an actress.
Even was on for years.
And due to the money they drop for these contracts, I'm talking in dollars. I'm talking in dollars. So imagine, I know I'm not going to mention, because I don't really like mentioning names. There's a particular TV presenter. She doubles up as an actress. And if we talk about some of the gigs and ambassadors, she has like numerous to her catalog.
Huge catalog.
So if one gig is paying me, let's just say give and take,
even 5,000, even just 5,000,
5,000 USD a month, dollars a month, and I have, let's say, 5 more of these contracts. If I do the calculation yearly, how much money am I
don't
making?
need my salary.
No, this actress, is that what you say?
Even now, it's become diluted because
this actress that you're mentioning, I can prove it to you on authority that she started gaining all those things less than 5 years ago. I can tell you on authority, and I don't want to mention names here. That's why I'm saying to you that, listen, these things that you people keep, like, people are delusional. People are.
I don't think it needs to. It needs to.
Sorry. People are delusional. They are not painting the right picture. Listen, do you think that if Christian Amampo has been hired by what's the network again? CNN. Do you think that if she's being paid very well, Christian Amampo will be thinking about the way that you're thinking?
No.
Your job is to be a presenter. Your job is supposed to pay for your bills. You don't need to look elsewhere. Other things that comes to you becomes what? A bonus or a benefit to you. Your job as a presenter should be able to fend for your family. Your job as a presenter should be able to see your bank account, like when it drops, you go like, wow, I've been paid. All these things that you're talking about are all side jobs. They are all side gigs. I'm not saying that they don't come, but what is your real job? As I'm sitting here, I am a trained journalist. But does journalism in Ghana pay? It doesn't. So you need to look for elsewhere, do other things. So your main,
but that's the benefit of it.
That's it. Your main core, like your core job, is to be a presenter. Does it pay? Don't look at the other things that come. I'm talking about your job as a presenter, your job as an actress, your job as a musician. Does it really pay? Look at the bundle of talent that Sarkodie has. Sarkodie cannot brush shoulders with the name that I mentioned, because here the music does not pay. Had it not been the fact that now we have even the streaming platforms and all of that, there were these artists. So I'm not even talking about the compliments. I'm talking about our jobs as a presenter, a filmmaker, all that. Does it pay? A cameraman, does it pay? Because listen, I'm or anybody that's
on the BBC,
Anderson Cooper, right, sitting there doing their job. The people, Pierre Morgan and all that, their core job is that, and it pays. Any other thing that comes around becomes a bonus.
But I think that is what she meant.
No, that's not.
I'm trying to say that the job itself comes with
it does not. It does not pay.
But the job itself does not pay. Is what? So you are.
But then that's what I'm saying. Without the job, would you have gained the numbers? Would you have gained the platform?
You need to become popular to be rich, or you can be enriched by your job.
It comes as a package.
No,
so both should come in. So do you agree?
It's complementary. That's why she is.
Thank you.
Honey. So the question is, does the job? So I'm an accountant in a bank. When I leave the bank, because I interact with a lot of people, when I come outside, be like, hey, accountants, no. So because of that, they can entrust me with their money and say that keep your money in your house for me. They can't do that. But my job is paying me, so they can trust that, I have enough money, I don't have to worry about that, but they can just hand over their monies to me. I know this. All I'm trying to say is that the job is not paying, but the job is making other things pay.
Exactly.
Is that what you're telling me?
That's it.
With the endorsements that Beyonce has,
Yes.
the 1,000 endorsements that she has,
right?
The way brands want to even have her on as partners and everything, is that Beyonce's job?
Does Beyonce need to put her product or her music on streaming platforms if she gets all that money? Does she need to?
If Beyonce wasn't Beyonce, would she gain that visibility or that favor from
no,
those
she
brands?
wouldn't. She wouldn't. So
that's what I'm trying to say, that it comes hand in hand.
But let's put in the right perspective. It's a music paying. Right.
It is paying her. She sells out all the time when she releases a song.
Cristiano Ronaldo decides not to advertise for any business. He can leave.
Yeah.
Can you?
The football pays.
Now the conversation is getting heated and very exciting in the studios. I hope you're picking a thing or two, because that is the basis for this conversation. We want to educate, we want to inform, and also entertain you right here on Toast. So thank you for joining us. Now the other thing is that, listen, the people who are giving the pressure, they are not you, because me, I see your page. And the pressure is not like, I see your page. It's not getting wet. I mean, Vanessa's page is like a virgin's page. But they are doing the work.
Right.
Now, for those people who have become, so they call themselves Instagram celebrities. I'm an Instagram model. I'm an Instagram. Okay, Saliman says it better. Those people on social media, they are the ones painting those pictures. What is your opinion about that? Because I have my opinion. I want to hold it to hear what you ladies have to say about that.
But before I want to even understand, Sally did mention that slay queens you mean. Right. Can we break what a slay queen down is? What is? No. Oh, I say you're the one I said this. So no, for me, a slay queen is somebody that probably just wants to look good.
At this point, I don't think that is what it is.
It's not.
No.
In this instance, it's not.
No,
okay, so I think maybe from the Ghanaian context, a slay queen means somebody that doesn't do anything for themselves. Literally just looks good for the gram.
Cannot be traced to any particular profession.
Exactly.
But
they are there.
Really wealthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they are on Instagram giving all the pressure.
They are giving us
on their
pressure.
birthdays, Charlie, the pictures in the videos and the Bugattis and all of that. Those are the things that we're talking about, because those are the ones that are having negative impact on people.
Right.
Exactly.
Because I think last year we had a lady that was exposed. She went to do a photo shoot. This her new car with flowers,
who?
And then the owner of the car and the person who borrowed
just mention her name.
Me, I don't know her. the one who borrowed the flowers to her, because all these flowers I can actually rent them.
Oh yeah,
she has not paid for the flowers, and so the vendor came for her. These are the cases.
Yeah.
But by the time that she was exposed, somebody has picked it up. Some little girl has put it in her head that Instagram way J. Because have you seen in recent time? In fact, I actually saw a video 2 or 3 days ago that the girl, like high school girls, the ones who are about to graduate, it's like you baby school now. So what Graham has said. You know these things. The social media. So tell me your thoughts about the Instagram celebrities, because you see how frustrated I am. Sally's hiding her face.
Instagram celebrities. I think social media.
It's not even a profession.
I think social media on its own, honestly, for your own mental stability, I just even take a break from that place. Honestly,
from that community.
It can be very, very toxic at times.
Yeah.
Even so, someone like me, I can wake up one day and decide to unfollow certain people because I don't want to see certain things you're posting. And it's not even out of jealousy or anything, but I just feel like it just doesn't.
Mental health.
You know, I don't need that sort of competition. It's not like I'm even competing against you or nothing. It's not even appealing to me. So then I sit back and I'm like, okay, I followed you because I like your fashion sense. But now, as time went along, I've realized that you're becoming more of like a fronter. You're fronting unnecessary things. I won't follow you. Social media is a place where I think it has a world of its own. If you're not careful, you'll probably be here, my life here, but I also have another life there, fake life there. Do you get it? The people that want to they want to live on there as a character on its own, that life is pretty much very hard to sustain. Because for how long would you be able to pretend that you're someone that you're not? Do you get it? And the saddest part is a mother somewhere struggling to keep up, to even, a single mother, for lack of better words, is probably struggling to take care of their son, their daughter. These ladies or these men, the small girl sitting in their house, basically like looking up to this girl as, oh, this is my role model. I want to be like this girl. My next birthday, not the mom, or my next birthday, I want to do a shoot like this girl. My next birthday, but like you mentioned, rightfully mentioned, the dress from head to toe, everything is rented. But this girl doesn't know that it's rented. So she will rather bug her mother. If her mother doesn't give her that money, she will do whatever it takes.
On to man business.
Look,
to do some 1-2-1-2 to be able to cater for that look. When meanwhile, your role model that's sleeping on social media posting.
She doesn't even own that dress.
She doesn't even own the flowers.
Nana says it, but she said, all the dress that I'm wearing, I didn't pay for it, so you are pressured by what I wear on social media. I can understand it when people want to tell other people that, listen, don't be pressured about what I wear, but it is social media. It's not self-explanatory. It's what you see. What you see is what you
exactly.
get. Sally, on the social media.
I think I'm not on social media, by the way.
Sally,
I'm not on social media. I'm not on social media in a sense that I'm there by
hey, then all the insults that they do, you don't see.
No.
Me.
It doesn't come on my timeline. It doesn't. So unless sometimes my manager or somebody will call me, Charlie, you are trending. That's the only time. Because when I say whatever I say, I go and
you're gone.
Whatever you want to fight with your keyboard or keypad, do it in your own. Because I've said whatever. No, it's crazy. For me, I don't live there. So, and because I'm in the space, whatever that everybody that is fake, I know. So I don't scrap that. Like reflect like that. What is this? It's like I look at them and I'm laughing. Sometimes in my home I'll be going like, this is their fake life. So me, my family, whoever is living a fake life, they know. I'll tell her, I said this one, she's just like us. Jealous and pretending to be somebody. So me, I don't live my life there. I don't follow people because they can influence you. No, they can't influence you. But it's not everybody
that has that.
So I mean, it's crazy, and I think that will get worse with time.
It will. You see, yes. I have an example. What you were saying about the little girl disregarding her mom because she's unable to afford. I have an example. There's a girl in high school that I know. She told her mommy that she regrets being her child.
Look at that.
Because there are other mummies doing better for their kids on social media. and this is a high school kid. But then what she sees is what she's consuming. She's poisoned mentally. She is poisoned.
Your child is heading to high school for Anyway, however, let's just move away from that, because if we delve into that conversation, why you are buying your child a phone when she's going to high school? It's your own problem. So listen. Casa Tresako has great news for you, okay? If you're looking for a furniture to elevate your living space, do you want to add a touch of luxury to your home? At Casa Tresako, we provide you with quality furniture. This is both stylish and very, very functional. From living room sets, bedroom, bathroom, and every other furniture in your home. We have everything you need to make your home a safe and a beautiful haven. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, this conversation continues, and I'll tell you why you as a parent, it has to make sense. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Total right here on GH1 Television. I am telling you, this conversation has been all through exciting and very educative. I've learned a lot, and I hope you have learned something too. We always come to you Tuesday evenings right here on GH1 Television, 9 p.m. sharp. We're here, and the ladies have been totally amazing. But we'd like to quickly wrap this entire conversation up with how you mentioned something before we went in. Two things you ladies mentioned. One is to protect your mental health from all the wahala that is going on
very
social
necessary
media, and protect our children, and protect our children. God. Let's delve into that part. Which one do you want to take first, children or mental health? Mental health.
Okay, so with the children's part, right? Honestly, it will shock you what our children are usually exposed to when they're not with us. Do you get it? I mean, I'll have the saying that I always say that whether you give her the phone, you don't give her the phone, when she goes out there, her friend might even have a phone. They'll use that phone together. Like, kids are honestly, like, I get anxiety when I haven't had a child yet, but I mean, mashallah, very soon. But I'm hoping that it will take the grace of God to actually protect my child the way I want her to grow. Because like I said, I can only do my part. You mentioned earlier that when it comes to raising a child, DNA percentage and whatnot, the social media, being with your friends alone is social media. Because your friend's mom, your child's, your daughter's friend's mom probably would give her a laptop, iPad, phone. If they want to be exposed, they'll be exposed. You can only pray to God to just protect them. That's just my say. When it comes to your mental stability, I've mentioned already, when it comes to social media, every now and then, it's very, very necessary. You don't have to necessarily delete the app off your phone, but take a break from it and have a moment to rethink, reflect on life. It's very, very necessary.
Because it's something more real than what social media is
especially
offering.
when you use it often. Like you're using it. I'm not. I don't have anything I'm saying.
Media mental idea, please. Continue to patronize me.
For me, I disagree with people that say that 20%, parents have control over 20%. I have more than 20% with my kids.
Right.
I'm so much involved in my children's life, it's not even funny. In a sense that what they teach them in school. I have my own textbook at home. What she's going to eat in school, whatever that she's doing in school, I'm hands-on. My kid is in school, she doesn't know that she's being watched. Every movement, I get to, hear it. And most importantly, conversation. I conversate with my daughter like crazy. When she comes back from school, and it's not everybody that will get the opportunity to do that, but if parents can do that, it will help. When she comes from school, right, we say what happened in school, and she's a chatterbox like myself. She will narrate and tell me all the, hey mommy, my friend said, because I've created that environment where anything that's on her mind, she's able to tell me. So when she comes to and she's telling me all that and all that, I don't correct her right there and then. You need to listen. Then you take another opportunity to talk to her about it. You know what? Jehovah doesn't like this. I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
Jehovah doesn't like that. Jehovah doesn't like that. And me, my child does not go again without reading the Bible.
Right.
She reads the Bible.
Right.
And when she's done with every chapter, I go over it with her and explain it to her. I've also, been privileged to be in this industry, and I know how fake it is. So sometimes I can pick a Shatawale song, like when Shatawale came into the industry with the dancehall king, right? He was broke then. Now he has money. And I showed my daughter the car that Shatawale was displaying in his music video, right? At that time he didn't have money, and I show a new one where he has the funds now that he can afford those cars. And I said, Mommy, what do you say? I said, so it means that from the beginning it was fake. I've captured her mind. And I also go everywhere. Most of the concerts that I go with my daughter. I want to teach her the word by myself. If she needs to paint her nails, I'll do it for her. Do you understand? If she wants to do lipstick, I'll do it for her. So there should be hands-on on your child. And I said, the Bible. People might think that it's too traditional, but it works. The Bible said, right? Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12, that the word of God is so powerful and it can transcend into the darkest part of your body, and it works. I believe in that, and I'm believing and hoping in God that since He's told me to toe that path with my child, He will come in and know that I did my job, and then He will help.
He will help you.
Yeah.
Right, Vanessa, your thoughts on that one?
I think there's the need to protect ourselves from this social media craze, especially in recent times where we literally live our entire lives there. You see, I tell my child and my husband, that's imaginary, that the traditional way of living...
Did I just hear that?
Yeah.
Imaginary. I was like, well, when it sounds like,
is she married? Does she have a child? Am I going crazy?
Am I losing my head?
Imaginary.
Go ahead.
The traditional way of living is really the best. But you go into homes these days and what do you see? The mommy is on the phone. Daddy is on the phone.
The baby is on the tab.
Yeah.
Even the baby has got a tab.
Yes.
So that sense of family thing is no longer there.
Yeah.
So you are exposing your child who isn't experienced to all of these things on social media. And you
This
see,
is the new normal.
I wish there's going to be an intentional move to make people understand that social media really is fake. It is fake. As I'm here, maybe I probably I can take a picture here, post, living my life in the room. It's so fake. People
No, but someone has seen that there's a nice sofa that you're sitting on, the background, the mirror, everything. They've calculated your life already.
Exactly. It's really fake. So people just need to be deliberate, even about how they think, and follow people that will help shape their path. I follow a lot of journalists because I want to be like them. I, both here locally and then internationally. Those are the kind of content I want to consume. So I'm very deliberate about it. If you follow me and I think, oh, your profile is nice, and like Mama said, I follow you back, and later when I see that in the posting or trash, I'm going to unfollow you because you are going to be a threat to my mental health.
Absolutely.
Exactly. That is what, so I think that first the family should even be intentional about how they raise their kids, because you see the kind of kids we have now, the Gen Zs, the COVID babies, they are really something else.
Those ones that
honestly,
after they are tired of crawling, they just turn up and start working.
Yes.
Anyway, and the phones, you said something about, parents giving their kids, phones, tablets and all of that. I do not think that we should take it out completely. Some of us, when we were growing up, I finished SS or going to the university before I was given a phone.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, likewise.
It's discipline. Like you dare not try anything else.
You not try that in my father's house?
Yes, in your father's house.
No way. They will kill you.
So I know that they can't live without all that. So there's a tablet, but you regulate it. My daughter goes on 1 hour morning, 1 hour evening. That's it. You dare not try.
But are you able to regulate what she sees, the kind of content she consumes?
Yes, I download whatever. that's on the phone.
Now Google makes it even easier.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
parental guidance.
parental
Yeah.
guidance. So we
That's what I'm
create one for
saying.
you.
And then she does not even bring the data, click on. Everything that I want you to see is what you're seeing. You dare not try. And funny enough, God, Jehovah has been so good. My child is very respectful, listens to what I say. Mommy says 1 hour, she leave. 1 hour, she leave and go and sleep. You understand? Because she doesn't want certain privileges. Me, if you try me, I'll take certain privileges from you. You are not going to have it. So people should be stern.
Exactly.
There should be a catch and release.
Yeah.
When they go wrong, punish them. When they do the right thing, reward them.
Yeah.
But people reward bad things with stuff. People should be, and a parent, and especially people that they claim it was difficult for them to have kids. Those are the people that tend to even
spoil their kids. Yeah.
However, if you found it really difficult to bring a child to this world, there was a reason that you didn't get it on time.
You weren't ready?
So make it right. Make it right by making sure that that person becomes responsible.
A responsible person.
I think it's God. You can't take God out of it. Some people might say it's cliche. No, but you can't take God out of it.
Absolutely.
No, you can't take God out of it.
Just like the small girls can't take the big God out of it.
Okay. So you see, it was from childhood.
Yeah.
Our parents taught us that God is the answer. Yes. So even if somebody gives it to me, now God do them.
Yes.
So Sally man, we are preaching to you.
Yes.
It is God.
That's it now.
So the small girls.
The small girls as well.
Whatever you do, ladies and gentlemen, that have taken your time to join us, whatever you do, first thing, your mental health is so key. It's so important. It's who you are. Once that is distorted, your entire life is a mess.
Absolutely.
So you need to totally guard it jealously. The content on social media is too much for you. See, sometimes it's not jealousy. It's just like, it makes you unfulfilled. Like, me, I've been doing this thing for 5 years. So, like, oh wow. So when shall I blow?
Self-doubt.
It brings all those things. Once you begin to see it, click, delete, unfollow.
Exactly.
It is a help to yourself, and it is self-care and self-love. Whatever you do as well, whatever you're doing as career, as job, as blah blah blah, if you can't communicate where the source is, keep it to yourself. Nobody has to know. Nobody cares, and nobody has to know. It will protect other people from making mistakes that you don't intend making them make. Again, this has been Toast, and as we always do, this is. We'll see you again next week with an exciting episode. God bless you. And this has been Toast. Stay on this channel, GH1, right here. Bye.
Bye.